spark growth. We're going to read
and do a project.
Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Melanie from Spark Growth. We're a small nonprofit in Southern California. We like to help elementary students with reading and doing enrichment activities like art. Today I'd like to share this book with you. It's called Kenya's Art. It's all about recycling and art. But before we read, I'd like to ask you some questions about parts of the book. Do you know what this part of the book is called? If you guessed front cover, you're right. It gives us a lot of information about what's going on inside the story. Also, there's some words written on the top that you can see. It gives us information about who put the words on the book. Do you know the name of the person who puts words in a book? Author or writer, that's correct. How about the person who does pictures or drawings or photography? If you guessed illustrator, you're correct. How about this part of the book? Do you know what that's called? It has a very special name, and we have one inside of our bodies to help us stand straight and tall. If you guessed spine, you're correct. What about on this part of the book? Do you know what this is called? Back cover, that's right. There's some important information stored here as well. This down here, sometimes called a barcode, has a very special name. Do you know what it is? It's called the ISBN number, the International Standard Book Number. This number will help you check it out at a library or order it online. How about this page? It looks similar to what's going on in the front cover, and it has a special name. Do you know what it's called? It's called the title page. That's right. So how about we get started reading Kenya's Art? Kenya's Art. Recycle, reuse, make art. By Linda Trice. Illustrated by Hazel Mitchell. Why are you playing with that old airplane? Mosey asked. It's my prize, Kenya said. I won it in art class. That was 2 years ago, Mosey said. Kenya, I asked you to get rid of your broken toys, Mom said. But I won this airplane, Mom, Kenya replied. The art teacher said my drawing was the most original. It only has one wing, Mom said. Get rid of all your broken toys, even that airplane. Then ask Daddy to help you with your school project. I'm taking Mosey to her friend's party. Daddy, I need help with my homework, Kenya said. What do you have to do? He asked. I have to tell the class what I did during spring vacation, Kenya said. I haven't done anything. It's time to take the towels out of the dryer, Daddy said. I can teach you how to fold them. That's not fun, Kenya said. You could learn how to match the clean socks, Daddy said with a smile. Daddy, you're silly, Kenya said. Let's go to the park, Daddy said. Maybe we'll find something there. On the way to the park, Daddy and Kenya saw the twins, Genevieve and Bryce, with their new puppy. Sit, Jack, Bryce said. He did. We taught him that during spring vacation, Genevieve said. Wow, Kenya said. What did you do, Kenya? Genevieve asked. Nothing, Kenya said. Daddy and Kenya sat on a park bench. What is that loud noise? Kenya asked. Noah marched up to them, blowing his trumpet. I took music lessons during spring vacation, he said. What did you do, Kenya? Nothing, Kenya said. I won a prize at soccer camp, Marie said as she kicked her ball. What did you do, Kenya? Nothing, Kenya said. I want to go to vacation camp, Kenya told Daddy. They are over by now, he said. Can I get a kitten? Kenya asked. I could teach it how to sit and fetch. I could win a prize. You are not getting a kitten, Daddy said, laughing. But I need something to show in class on Monday, Kenya said. We'll take a tour at the museum, Daddy said. You can tell your class what you learn. Daddy and Kenya followed Miss Alvarez, the museum guide, to the recycling exhibit. Did you know that recycle can mean reusing something instead of throwing it into a bin? Miss Alvarez asked. People reuse all sorts of things, she said. Look at this quilt. It was made from pieces of recycled cloth. My grandma made a quilt from our old clothes, Kenya told Miss Alvarez. You have a smart grandma, Miss Alvarez said. She knows that quilts are useful because they keep you warm. Recycle, reuse, make art. Miss Alvarez showed them some plastic water bottles that were glued together with colorful streamers around them. This artist recycled used bottles and made something to look at. It's not useful, it's art. That's a thingamabob, Kenya whispered to her dad. My art teacher said a thingamabob is something creative that doesn't have another name. You don't have to throw everything away, Miss Alvarez said. Is it clean? Is it safe to use? Can you make something useful from it or make it into art? Recycle, reuse, make art. Recycle, reuse, make art. Recycle, reuse, make art. Kenya and Daddy chanted as they walked home. Suddenly, Kenya knew what she could do for her spring vacation project. She told Daddy her idea. That's great, he said. The whole family can do it together. The museum guide told us we can use recycled items to make useful things or fun art, Kenya told Mom and Mosey. Let's all recycle, reuse, and make art, Daddy said. Kenya found toys that she didn't play with anymore. She brought them into the kitchen. They're all clean and safe to use, she said. A toy truck had only one wheel. A doll had no hair. Nobody would want those toys, Mom said. Recycle, reuse, make art, Kenya and Daddy sang as the family worked. Mom found an old picture frame. She painted it and glued beads from a broken necklace around the edges. I made something useful, Mom said. Kenya touched the pretty frame and said, I can hardly see the scratches. I cut out pictures from an old magazine and glued them on construction paper, Mosey said. It's a card for your friend, Mom said. You made something useful, Mosey, Daddy said. Daddy made a face on a paper plate. He glued on buttons for eyes, a paper flower for a nose, and a broken barrette for a mouth. He added one of his old ties. It's me, he said. I made art. It doesn't look anything like you, Kenya said. Daddy, you're silly. Kenya stuck broken toys into colored clay. She added the airplane with the missing wing. Then she tied everything together with a string and hair ribbons. I made art too, she said. It's original, Mom said as she looked at it. It's creative, Daddy said. I made a thingamabob, Kenya said. It's something that has no other name. You got rid of your broken toys too, Mom said. Good job, Kenya. You can tell your class that you learned to recycle, reuse, make art during your spring vacation, Daddy said. How was everyone's vacation? Miss Garcia asked the class on Monday. I read 3 books, Ava said. I'm so proud of you, Miss Garcia said. I went to Florida and picked oranges in my grandma's backyard, Debbie said. Thanks, everyone said as they shared the oranges. I milked a cow all by myself, Josh said. Wow, everyone said. Kenya didn't say anything. She just smiled. What did you do, Kenya? Miss Garcia asked. I learned to recycle, reuse, make art at the museum, Kenya said. Did you make anything, Kenya? Miss Garcia asked. I made a thingamabob, Kenya said. I can show everyone how to make one. I hope you enjoyed that story all about Kenya's art. What a fun way to recycle, reuse, and make art. Below this video, you're going to have a link that will lead you to a form like this that gives you instructions on how to do your project. Today you get to make your own thingamabob. Go through your house and find some supplies. Ask your parent or adult in the house to help you. I found these items. I created Carl and his glamour garden. I used a paper towel tube, some pipe cleaners, colored tape, and of course googly eyes. I hope that you enjoy finding things around your house to recycle, reuse, and make art. Have fun and be creative.